1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe. Alright, so, firstly, I have a very special message for everybody out there, okay? I want to promote this. I got a promotion. Woo woo! But it's not the promotion for me. It's a promotion for my dad's podcast. It's called the Miami Chronicles Booby Trap. And it's not just him, okay? He has a partner on there. They talk, they interact, they're cool. They don't talk like fucking snobby assholes. Like, they talk like regular people. So, if you're one of these people that worries about, oh, everyone's too fucking intellectual and shit, don't worry about it, because, you know, they talk like regular Joes and shit. They're Gen Xers. So if you're Gen X, you remember some of the same stuff they're talking about, you might enjoy this, you know. Basically, the podcast is this, okay? So, when my dad was 14, in his neighborhood, there was a weird-ass murder? A weird-ass killing where another kid got killed in a weird-ass way. And all that shit gets talked about in the first episode, but there's 8 episodes. And the other 7 episodes go into the backstory and what was going on around it and shit that people at the time didn't even know. And all this stuff. So, it's in the true crime genre. So, if you like true crime, say you're a type of person, you love podcasts, you like shows, you like to watch true crime, you're the type of person that gets up in the morning and it's like, oh, what am I gonna watch today? Let me watch some true crime shit. Let me see some murders and shit like that. Some fucked up shit. And that's what you're into, because you want to see this weird ass shit. You know? And there is like a mystery element to it, kind of. It's not a mystery how the death happened, but there is, like, revelations, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it is some kind of sick shit, you know, like, I'm not saying it's all fucking roses and gumdrops and shit like that, like, it's some fucked up shit, but, you know, some people out there in the world, it happened, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hello. It happened, you know what I mean? Like, you know? So, anyways, this is the story of what happened. And, yeah, it's kind of sad sometimes. It's sad. It's sad. But the sadness is not the main focus. It's not just like a 24-hour, constant fucking 8-hour fucking, like, let's all be depressed all the time. There's some fucking depressing ass shit in there, but it's not everything. It's mystery, and there's some funny parts, there's a lot of nostalgia, especially if you're a Gen Xer. I don't know about that because I'm a millennial. See, millennials now we're not even the young ones anymore. Millennials are being pushed out of our youth. We're just fucking, you know, can't trust them because they're 30 anymore, you know what I mean? Like, Gen Zers, they're the new youth and shit like that. So, you know, it's just an endless conveyor belt, or whatever. But, anyways, if you're Gen X and you remember being a kid in the 70s and stuff like that, you might relate to some of this shit, because there is some, like, specific cultural things, you know? And there's some funny parts. It's about school, it's about being a kid, it's about drugs, it's about doing bad shit as a teenager, and, like, maybe when you were 13 or 14 years old, you did some stupid-ass shit with your friends that resulted in some stupid-ass shit, and then you guys got in trouble. Maybe not, like, something hella bad, but not like a fucking murder or anything, but, like, you know, maybe you did something in your neighborhood that got you in hella fucking trouble, and it's just like, oh shit, and then it's like, you didn't know what to do, you didn't know how to handle it, because you're 13, 14 years old, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, back in the fucking, like, 1600s or some shit, you become, like, 13, they're like, if you're a girl, they're like, oh, time to get married. If you're a guy, they're like, time to join the army, you know? But we're not in that world anymore, you know? It's the fucking 1900s, it's the, you know, it's the 20th and now 21st century. This all takes place in the 20th century, you know. But, you know what I'm trying to say. If you're into that type of stuff, you should check it out. And if you're a boomer, hey, maybe if you're a boomer, you like it too, you know. There's some stuff about the Vietnam War in here, you know, not like a huge focus, but, you could like, who knows who you are and what you like. You know, some Gen Zers could probably like this shit. Why not? You know? Why not? It doesn't depend what age you are. It just depends what you like. You know what I mean? And what you want to hear about. And this is a unique story. you know? It's really unique. Yeah, I said, if you're a super empath and you get bummed out, you get depressed for weeks on end every single time you hear about something bad happening, even if it's 40 years ago and happened to somebody else, then okay. But if you're not like that, if you can handle a little bit of fucked up shit, and say maybe you're into this stuff. I know some people aren't into it, but if you're into it, check it out. Check it out. It's called the Miami... Okay, first of all, this is how you do it. Oh yeah, I brought my phone in here. Where's my phone? I brought my phone in here so that I can look it up for you, because I know in this modern age, people don't like to do shit for themselves. So, let me look it up for you, okay? It's called the Miami Chronicles Booby Trap, and there's gonna be a second season, and the second season this is all about the 70s, and, you know, being a child in the 70s, drugs, child neglect, and all that type of shit. But also friendship, you know, just a unique time to be alive and to be a preteen and a teen. But anyway, there's a season 2 coming up, and season 2 is about, like, the 40s, I think, the 40s and 50s, and the mafia, and a bunch of other shit. So, keep in touch. Okay, let me see. The Miami Chronicles Booby Trap. Oh, come on. Miami. Okay, Miami Chronicles Booby Trap. Okay, so it's on a bunch of websites. If you like podcasts, and I know people like podcasts these days because, you know, music is old. I mean, music is good, but music is like, people are lonely. People are lonely, and music does not provide the type of friendship. You know, you listen to a podcast, you almost kind of feel like you have a friend in the room, you know, or a couple of friends, you know, and podcasts are like that, you know. So, so here's all the websites on. Okay, Apostrophe, of course, because Apostrophe is the main website that's hosting this and promoting them and everything like that. So, Apostrophe Podcast, that's one. Let me see. This one says Pod News. I don't know if that has podcasts on it or if it's just news. Apple Podcasts, of course, that's the one I use because I have a fucking Apple phone. They tracking me every second of the day, the evil corporation. But hey, it's you know, I use it, whatever. Let me see. Facebook is on here. If you're on Facebook, I'm not on Facebook, but if you're on Facebook, you can always do a search for Miami Chronicles Booby Trap, and it'll probably something be on there, some links and stuff like that. You can find my dad and his podcast partner. You know, they do. Oh, and here's another thing. Okay, if you listen to this podcast, you should listen to it on headphones. I listen to it in the car sometimes, but really, if you want to get like 100% like benefit out of it, you should listen to it on headphones, because they are the two of them are fucking sound engineers. So they know how to do this shit. They're really good. They it's not just boring mono ass sound. Like, it's like sound moves from headphone to headphone, and it kind of like goes between your ears, and there's like sonic stuff going on. It's really cool. You know, like you listen to one of these psychedelic bands or something, they do all this like trippy shit in between the headphones, and they fuck with your ears and everything. It's like this. And this is another thing too. There's music in here. My dad's a musician. I'm not sure if his partner is a musician or not. I think he is. Anyways, so there's music going on. They got music. You ever seen like that one of those shows, Behind the Music or something like that? And they kind of have like, you know, interviewing people, and then in the middle they have like, oh yeah, like then they have like a slideshow. They have some music playing in the background, and it's exciting and stuff. This is kind of like that, but without like, but you know, it's just audio. But still, it's like there's talking for a while, and then there's some cool music, and it's like you can kind of visualize what's going on. And like, I don't know, if you like music, it's original music too, because you know you get fucking copyright striked and shit like that. But check it out. If you like music, some of these people leaving reviews, they're like, oh, I don't like the music. But if you like music, you understand the whole vibe of like, oh, it's kind of like Behind the Music, or a show like that, you know what I mean? Like a multimedia fucking, like, sound and music and visuals in your mind and all this shit, you know? Check it out. Anyways, where am I? Alright, this one says All Access. That might just be another news site. Where is this fucking shit? Okay, Podbay, it's on there. I don't know how many websites it's on. Let me check Spotify and see if it wasn't on there last time, but let me see if it's on there now. Where's Spotify? Oh, it is! Alright, Miami Chronicles is on podcast. Miami Chronicles is on Spotify now. So pretty much anything. Anywhere you get your podcast, and stuff like that. Anywhere you listen to it. This website right here, I don't know if they're on this one. But anyways, just wherever you listen, if you're a podcast junkie and you always want to check out podcasts, okay, just look it up wherever you are, and yeah, check it out. Type it in. Miami Chronicles Booby Trap. It's only 4 words, okay? Technically it's the Miami Chronicles, but, just put in 4 words. It's fine. It's easy, okay? I know everybody just wants to stick to their comfort zone and shit like that. They just want to curl up in a blanket in their bed and, smoke weed or take pills or whatever the fuck they do and just be comfortable all the time because everything's so scary. But look, okay, just if you're into this shit, do you like true crime? Do you watch these shows, do you like remember Unsolved Mysteries? Do you like that? Do you like any of these fucking shows that come on? Like, last time I was in the car shop, back when I lived in Sacramento right before I moved, they had some murder shows on, some true crime, this stuff is in, So check it out, okay, this is already 11 minutes and a half, so let me check out. Bye.